Maybe you shouldn't have bought a house by the ocean.
It's got a nice view.
It's got a great view. You can watch as all of your wealth just flows out to sea.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, how fast can you spend money?
Oh, I try not to.
Well, then I don't know how much help you're going to be for this one, because I have a Reddit question from the D&D forum.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Where, apparently somebody has a problem that they want rectified. That's usually what happens on Reddit. Title is, I need a fast way to spend a lot of money. I will explain. I am a beginner DM for a table of beginner players. Good start. After overthrowing an overtaxing tax collector, they took over as said role. The problem is they want to loot his place, but I don't want to give them too much money at once. How could the ex-tax collector have spent a lot of money during his reign?
Drugs.
Corruption. Just
paying people off.
Paying people off. Private army. He has a private...
PMC, yeah.
Oh,
do you really think they would have needed to spend all the money?
Maybe. You bring up...
They could have invested some of it. They could have, also hidden some of it in different places, bought new houses, property.
Why wouldn't they just bury it somewhere in the backyard and you don't know where it is?
X marks the spot.
They gave it to their friend Ted for safekeeping. That's what they did. At first I was like, oh yeah, they probably could have spent it on security, but if they spent it on security, how did they overthrow him so easily? See, there's the
property.
problem.
He owns the town.
Long-term landlord. You know what? That would actually make a whole lot of sense for a tax collector, if you think about it. Not only are you collecting the taxes, but also you're getting rent. Now you're getting two sources of income. You're a two-income household right there. Something to think about. Landlords, that's where the money is. You used to rent. You know this is true. What else could we do to spend a lot? You know what? I've got a less fiscally responsible thing. Is he liked to gamble.
Yeah.
He just liked to gamble and he was bad at it.
Yeah, maybe he's not actually got money. Maybe he's in debt.
Maybe he's in debt. Oh, that would be interesting. What would happen if you overthrew the tax collector? It turned out he was in debt, and now you're responsible for the debt.
How would that work?
You've overthrown him.
Okay.
You are now in charge. You have taken over said role.
And now you get the role.
It literally, after overthrowing and overtaxing tax collector, they took over said role. They took over the role of tax collector. So it's on them now.
Well, that's easy. After they overthrew him for being corrupt, the town came in and raided his place first.
They
if they go into his house, to search it for whatever, have a contingency of guards with them.
Okay. All right.
Because then they go, oh, this is all the money that he stole. This belongs to the town, and we need to give it back to the town. They go into the house, but they go in with a troop of guards.
Okay.
Because the police are investigating, and they won't let you in the crime scene without them there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then they confiscate it. Basically, they confiscate it.
It belongs to the town. Town finances.
Time found.
And to pay for his fines.
Not only do we have to pay for the fines, but if that was literally somebody who was overtaxing, then it's their fault. It would default back to the people that were paying it because he was taxing too much anyway. More than what he was supposed to. So, regardless of scenario, maybe the glorious irony of all of this is that he ends up screwing himself over afterward because the problem that he had that you overthrew him because of ends up being the entire solution to the problem. The corruption and the greed and everything that it did ends up being the way that you solve the problem of ending up with too much money, because it really wasn't his money anyway. He wasn't supposed to have it. So now it goes back to the town anyway. So, congratulations, I guess. You might have accidentally already solved your problem without knowing it.
All cash. Maybe he invested in nothing but commodities. So
Okay.
maybe in his cellar he's got 500 pounds of salt.
Oh, okay. And then he got flood damage.
It's got 500 pounds of salt and 300 pounds of sugar. And it all got flooded. And now it's all just rotting.
It's just gone. It's just gone.
It's all dissolved, and what's not dissolved is rotting because it got wet.
There's money in the banana stand. it's just maybe that's it. I do. It all just washed away. It just all washed away. I'm sorry. That's something to think about. That would be funny.
Even if it was like spices, other spices.
Yeah.
And
it's still not going to work.
Water damage. He bought a house by the river.
Down by the river.
Because he had the money.
Yeah.
It's got a basement, which is technically below water level. And when the river floods, it then floods his basement.
It floods his basement, yeah. Exactly. There you go. Folks. This is great. I like the idea of the beautiful irony of the idea, the avarice leading to him losing. Of course, it is kind of like if they overthrow somebody like that and then there's nothing to show for it. That's bad.
No, there's going to be a bunch of containers and sacks that used to contain sugar and spice and flour and, cinnamon, whatever else.
Yeah.
And they're going to go, why are these all empty?
Yeah.
And then they're going to look at the floor stained with salt and sugar and all the fast-growing mold and bacteria and mushrooms on it. And then they're going to go,
There's so many ants. It's just like...
You want ants? No, the ants got washed away too.
This is how you get ants. I just think that would be funny as a general rule. Maybe he just likes to party.
Spend all hookers and blow.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Jack hookers and blow.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, there's a lot of reasons. He could have a myriad of vices that he wants to do. Maybe he's a heavy drinker. Maybe he likes to invest in commemorative plates. And he's just bought those. And then, when you overthrow him, they all fall off the shelf and break.
Maybe he built his house out of Supreme bricks.
You know that they're the best bricks because they're printed with Supreme on them. And they cost 100 gold each. They are not made of gold, mind you. But they're supposed to be as good as gold. Then you just make your whole house out of that. Period.
Where does money go? It's Supreme bricks.
That's right. There's
and the
money
resale
in the
value
bricks.
on them is garbage.
Exactly. Your resale value is low. You don't actually get more money out of the quality of the brick because it's not any better than the regular bricks. So there. It's the halo effect. It's just a better product because it has Supreme written on it. So, yeah, you could do that. Maybe he's interested in going to auctions and buying really expensive antiquities that don't actually amount to anything. Me personally, though, I think the best idea we've had so far is the idea that he just invested in commodities that all washed away. That's terrific.
Great.
Especially,
what happened to all your money? Oh, I bought several wagons full of spice.
And now it's gone. We didn't know where to put all of this. We put it in your cellar. Maybe you shouldn't have bought a house by the ocean.
It's got a nice view.
It's got a great view. You can watch as all of your wealth just flows out to sea.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this flotilla of spices and sugar just slowly just create a a plume out in the middle of the in the middle of the sea. That's where my money went. How'd that work out for you? Badly. It worked out badly.
Very poorly.
And unfortunately, your players are probably also going to be very poorly. Because all the money's gone. Now the hard
like
part...
all the rum.
Yeah. Now the hard part is, if you're taking over the position, now your players have to explain to the townspeople where all the money went.
I don't know, couldn't find it, sorry.
I got bad news for you. Not only was your tax collector overtaxing you, hoarding all of it, but also, what he hoarded, it all went out to sea. So, you know, terrible, really. Terrible stuff.
Yeah, it sucks to suck.
It really does suck to suck. Valuable lesson from here into the future. Anyone else have any ideas on how you can waste a lot of money? Must be a nice problem to have. But also, in general, yeah, I'd want to know just how everyone feels about ways that you can, in-game, figure out how somebody lost a lot of money. I think it's a way easier question than most people would think, like than the person asking it, because, boy, if you've ever known somebody who got a lot of money really quickly, or heard any stories, it's not that hard. it's not that hard if you don't know what you're doing.
It's not hard if you do know what
or
you're
even
doing.
if you do. Yeah, exactly. I bought a bunch of cryptocurrency, and the cryptocurrency was called Buzz, and it has a giant fly on top of a pile of poop on the coin, and it's going to be worth $1 billion. I spent $10,000 per coin. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's worth 3 cents now. Damn it.
That's about right.